Hi, this is the New Caribou, the Honorable Sir David, Emperor of Salt Lake City, Sultan of Utah, Spiritual Advisor to Questioning Mormons, the Bard Extraordinaire, Supreme Being, Alpha and Omega. I just got going on some of my historical events in my life. And I never realized that most people, I guess, don't have as many. Most people aren't bipolar. They're not going to have as many as I've had. Now, this video is about the job I had while I went to BYU. Now, I did graduate from BYU. Barely. I was a little rebellious. I don't know if you can tell or not. But, you know, when I'm surrounded by assholes, I don't become one. I just stay my own ordinary self, wonderful atheist, and the assholes jump all over me. So, and you can see that on my comments, and I love it. I love it when you guys say, and I don't defend what I say. I don't defend it. It's what happened to me, and it's not debatable. It's in my mind, my eyes, my ears. And so many of you write to the Mormons that are on my, I don't erase any of my comments, and say, well, what the hell did he say wrong? You say he's an idiot, he's a wuss, he's this, he's that, but what did he say that was wrong? And the Mormons never respond back. So I appreciate that I have some defense in truth. And thank you for doing that. Now, I had a couple of jobs at BYU, and this was one of them. Now, I was married the first time, and so far, the last time, I hope, now I'm almost 65, I don't know if I could pick up another chick again. Now, if I made a little bit more money, I could probably pick up a whole bunch of them in the Philippines. I don't know. But I love my mercy, and I'm just kidding. So anyway, I drove charter bus when I was at BYU. And that was a blast. I love driving. To this day, I still get out in my car. It doesn't start, but I just go boom and go like that. And I feel like I'm driving, you know. They've taken my license away years ago. That's okay. I don't need one. So I decided I needed some extra money. And I'm always good at getting jobs, and I'm always good at quitting jobs. As soon as I find out that they're not perfect people and perfect jobs, I say, screw it, I'm out of here. I'm a perfect person, and I don't fit here. So I got this job. Now, I'm not making this shit up. It's funny now. It wasn't then, because I needed money. I had 2 children, Michelle and Nicole, from my first marriage, and I had my first child at 20, and my next one at 20 and a half. And 3 or 4 more, but I don't pay for them. It was just the paternity suits that said that they were mine. Anyway, I got a job at a beaver farm. You people, the Mormons, you need to shut this video off. You are not allowed to look at the rest of the beaver report. Now, I was at BYU, and I thought a lot about beavers. They were one of my favorite pets. When this ad came up, beaver farm man wanted, hey, shit, they know I'm available. So I went out to the beaver farm. It was out by the Provo airport. And the guy meets me there, and he says, would you like to see 300 beavers? I said, you bet your ass, I'm lined up. Where are they? So he takes me out to these sheds. And by damn, there's a beaver in every shed. Now, it's not a beaver that I recognized. I had to go to the encyclopedia to see that it was a live animal. Boy, those are strange-looking beavers. I've never seen those before. I said, okay, hey, I'm on the beaver farm. What do I do to get money? He says, you need to feed the beavers. Hey, feeding beavers has been my goal ever since 7th grade. So, okay. Hey, I'm your man. I can feed beavers. Where's the food? He says, well, that's the bad news. Oh, shit. Where's the food? He said, well, it's up in the trees. I said, shit, why do you have their food up in the trees? We just got to climb up there and bring it down. He said, no, you don't understand. It hasn't been cut out of the trees yet. Let me show you something. I go, oh, God, I've seen 300 beavers. It's got to go downhill from here. And it did. He takes me over to a chainsaw. And he says, do you know how to work one of these? And, of course, being bipolar, I can do anything. I said, hell yeah! I was born with a chainsaw in my mouth. I said, all right, take that chainsaw in your mouth. You see that truck over there that looks like a piece of crap? I said, yes. He says, it does run. What you do is you drive around people's neighborhoods, and you knock on their door and tell them, you're the beaver man. I said, damn, I should have gone on a mission. I have a message from Jesus Christ was a little easier than just, hi, I'm your beaver man. They call the police before the door shut. So they say, yes, what can I do for you? And I said, well, I have to feed 300 beavers. They look at me like, what an ass. I'm bipolar. I don't think it's strange. Well, what do you want? I said, well, that tree out there, that white oak popular tree out there, I had to memorize what trees the beavers would eat. They won't eat every tree. So I said, I go out there and top that tree for you for free. For free? Yeah, I can climb up there with a chainsaw, take off 4 or 5 of the upper branches up there, chop them up, load them in my truck, and I'll be gone. The only thing left will be sawdust and 300 beavers getting something to eat. So I climb up the tree with a damn chainsaw hooked on my belt, and half the time it was running. I didn't know you could start it while you're up in the tree. I started it on the ground and then just belted it to me, and as long as it was idling, it didn't cut my ass off. But if you touch the trigger, half your butt's down the hill where you can look down out of the tree. So I went up in the tree, and I learned to top trees. Now, the first thing you learn when you top a tree is that you make sure that you're on the inside of the cut. So when the branch falls off, you don't go with it. Now, there's other rules. There's other rules to feeding beavers. So you young people that are watching that might think that you want to feed the beavers, here's some more rules. Make sure that the gas can fills the saw before you go up. It's a bitch to run out of gas up there. And then what you got to do, too, is when you're up in the tree and on the ground before you go up there, you got to take a look at where the tree branch is likely to fall. Now, if there's a Mercedes close, the roof of a house, a police cruiser, you don't cut that branch. Just don't cut it. Now, the tree looks a little funny, but you're not in jail. Damn. One day over at the cemetery, in 9th East at the cemetery, I topped a big tree over there, and damn, the branch fell right on the highway. Son of a bitch. I had to jump out of that tree as fast as I could and go down, and the branch was too big to move. I had to cut it 4 or 5 times and throw it on the truck, and the traffic was backed up, and the police were there, and when the policeman came up to me and said, well, what's going on? I said, well, sir, this was an emergency. And he says, and how's that? And I said, well, there's 300 hungry beavers that I need to feed, and I need to get this tree over to them for supper. He's laughing his ass off. He let me go. I loaded my tree up, and he let me go. I went back up that tree, and damn, I told you, I put that chainsaw on when I went up the tree. I learned better as I got older. I didn't have an arm to pull it with. The arm was gone. But anyway, it was running. I mean, the chain was actually turning in the saw this time, and I grabbed it with my hand, and I set it down on my Levi's. Now, thank God for 401 Levi's. It tore the hell out of those Levi's, but it didn't cut my leg. And so I had a funeral. 501, not 401. 401 was for the girls. I don't know. Midgets? Oh, shit. You can't say midgets. 501 jeans. The cool ones. The 501 jeans. Well, they cut that off. So then I had to make those jeans into cutoffs. And in Utah, that was very popular at BYU. So anyway, I went around BYU, and every time I was asked what my job was, I say, I don't do anything but feed beavers all day long. And they'd scream, the beaver man, the beaver man. I go, yeah, that's me, the beaver man. So anyway, I worked there for a while, a week. One of my longer jobs. But anyway, the beavers would cheer when I came on with the truck, and it was all loaded down with different trees that they would eat. The beavers would put their, I don't think they have arms, I think they just have a tail or something they put out of the cage and go David, Mr. Bard, Mr. Bard, food. So anyway, I'd do anything to feed my family, and those bastard kids now are shunning me. They're Mormon kids, and I'm not a Mormon, and they hate my guts, and I fed beavers for those damn kids. I gave it my all. I had no pride. My kids were hungry, and so were the 300 beavers. The Mormons, you gotta love them.